Adventures! I'm on my way to the tower. Let's get it started. Woo! Woo-wah, wee-wah! Lots of crazy stuff to get into today. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your Tuesday stream. Man, I am actually pretty surprised and excited to get into all the topics that we're going to talk about today, because I was shocked last night when there were several, not just one, but several things that were brought up that I didn't have any idea about. I like to believe that I'm pretty on the up and up when it comes to rumors, leaks, spoilers, and things like that. But there was a couple of things that, for whatever reason, I missed. And so I really want to dive heavily into what all of those things are on today's show and sort of talk with you guys about it, as we usually do, just to kind of see, like, what do you guys make of this? Because it's cool, it's exciting, but some of it's like a little bit, I don't know, like a little confusing, a little, like, what exactly are they trying to do? So we'll get into all of that. Of course, DOS trailer for Kenobi is supposed to come out tomorrow as well. And as I've been saying, we may do a Wednesday stream. Don't usually do Wednesday streams, at least publicly. We usually do them behind the scenes with the Nerd Adventures. But tomorrow, if that trailer drops, I'll probably be live at some point tomorrow. Maybe do a video and then hop on a live stream. So it's like wild, man. Out of nowhere, there's a lot of Star Wars happening right now. Okay, so we're gonna talk about all of that. And we will get into a little bit about what happened on Nerd Theory last night. Hold on to your buttholes. I'm pulling into the tower. How's everybody doing? Is everybody good? Everybody make it to their seats? Everybody chilling? Chat, where's the music, man? I'm trying to... Okay, there you go. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, Tuesday. Ah, yes, the day after Nerd Theory. Ah, yes, the day before maybe a Kenobi trailer. It's good to be a nerd. It's good to be with you guys. Look, I want to address the Nerd Theory stuff kind of head on. So the deal is, actually, I wasn't aware that Theory had made a video about the situation literally right up until about 10 minutes ago. I saw that he made the video about it. I think I saw some of you guys talking about it in chat, and so I checked it out. It's like a 3-minute video where he discusses the situation and he kind of, makes his statement about it and says that he got a little too hot-headed and that he's trying to work on that and everything like that. I recommend you check the video out for his take. I thought it was a damn good video. To be honest with you, like, I didn't even think he necessarily had to do that. But I probably view these things a little bit differently than maybe he does, maybe you guys do. So I have 3 takes about what happened yesterday, okay? The last one's nuclear. The first 2 are pretty standard, okay? So I have 3 takes on this. Number 1, first take, we both fucked up a little bit. I obviously was pushing. I have a tendency to do that. I can be very... I'm that's just kind of me, you know what I mean? Like, I am that way. I know it can be very frustrating. Trust me, I have known for a long, long time that I can be an incredibly frustrating person sometimes to be around or to have conversations about these things. I think that he got too heated, but also focused on the negative aspect of it, like with the chat and things like that. It's like getting himself worked up. I felt like that was probably a mistake. So take number 1, we both fucked up a little bit. Take number 2, I think we actually probably handled it as best you can. Theory and I have, like, really become friends. So, at one time, I think, we were more professional broadcasting kind of relationship. And now, like, we're just comfortable to each other to the point where the dynamic is evolving and we're trying to evolve with it. And I think last night was an example of, hey, man, like, that was like some real bro fighting. You know what I mean? Like, that's like some bro shit. You know what I mean? And if you've ever had that kind of experience with your friends, and maybe, I assume the ladies have these kind of situations as well. But, yeah, man, it's like a bro fight. And it's just probably not the place to have it during the show. We probably should have both kind of gotten past it. However, I do think, generally speaking, we probably handled it in the moment as good as we can. The third take, the nuclear take. Get to your shelter. Are you ready for the nuclear take? Here's the nuclear take. It's all content. And I think last night's Nerd Theory, right up till the point where we did have the disagreement that I think spilled over into like an awkward territory, right up until that moment, I thought it was incredible content. I felt like the conversation that we had about this issue was actually really good and something that a lot of Star Wars fans probably need to hear people passionately discuss. You know what I mean? I actually also think that from the point when it got a little out of hand, it's also good content. It's different. It's an awkward thing, and then, you know, we're talking about it. There's discussion about it. There's a history that's sort of built in with it. At the end of the day, it's not something we go looking for, but ultimately, part of what creates the sort of draw to YouTube or to YouTube content is the real human people on the other side of that screen. And so I think ultimately, like, my biggest sort of takeaway from the whole situation is that it's good content, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's good content. I don't think it changes much between he and I at all. Like, if anything, like, it will probably make the show better, and it'll probably make our relationship stronger, as has been my history with similar situations with this guy. You know, we have butted heads publicly. We've butted heads behind the scenes before. I think that's natural. And every single time we come out of it with more understanding of each other, more appreciation for each other's perspective. I mean, honestly, he's a friend of mine. He's a really good friend of mine. So I think it's all good, man. And I know that there'll probably be some questions about it today, maybe even some questions about it next week. That's a part of the content too. You know what I mean? So it is a part of the game, the roles we play. You know, the days of our lives kind of shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I wanted to kind of, you know, just go there right away. I know there was people eagerly awaiting any kind of sort of reply or explanation from me, and that's it. That's how I feel about it. Now, wait, what? Hang on. I want to shift though into actual Star Wars talk because, guys, there is a ton of awesome Star Wars stuff going on. It's pretty freaking wild, actually. You know what I mean? Like, it is wild how much Star Wars stuff is going on, and also the fact that we may have reached some kind of a weird critical mass of being able to be completely informed and up to date on all of the Star Wars things. So one thing, man, is like last night as we're going live, like, we had a different topic, right? We had a different thing that we were going to discuss. And then, you know, he hits me with this article about the intro to Kenobi. Holy shit, dude. The intro to Kenobi, exciting. That sounds awesome. And it's a big deal. Like, regardless of how, you know, maybe you have some worries about the show, et cetera, et cetera. To me, that's some hyped up shit, bro. Like, to start Kenobi out like that, I think it's fantastic. It also just shows that, like, they are swinging for the fences when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? So I was already in this place where if you think about Kenobi, you think about Ewan, you think about what they're doing with this show, they're kind of like swinging for the fences like, yo, Kenobi's here. We know people love Kenobi. This is going to be a big deal, and they're spending a lot of energy and time on getting it right, okay? But then, bro, out of nowhere, randomly last night, while we're discussing things, somebody brings it up in the chat. What about the other Jedi that are going to be in Andor? And I looked it up. You know, I look stuff up often when we're live, just like in the moment, trying to see like what is the deal with this. And much to my surprise, unlike most of the stuff that fucking chat comes up with, this is actually real. And it's actually coming from some incredibly reliable folks. And so that's really why I want to dig into this. And I want to go over these two different articles here, talk about, you know, where this is coming from, and explain what I think it means. Because it is so crazy to me that I've sort of been on this train for a while that Andor is going to be incredible. And Andor is going to be a big, big deal for Star Wars. It's an anchor kind of a show. It's like a hub show for a lot of the stuff that they want to do moving forward. It's incredibly important. It's getting multiple seasons. That's a very important part of this. It is one of the only shows that they're doing right now that they're like, oh yeah, multiple seasons, 100%. Tony Gilroy is going to be involved in all of them. let's go. Like Andor's gonna be. I think Andor might start to become a yearly for at least the next couple of years. Probably 3 seasons. I would say probably 3 seasons for the next couple of years. Andor is going to be a staple of your late end of year Star Wars media consumption. It's going to sort of be an anchor point for you, right? I was already excited about that. Some of the things that I'm hearing just about the talent that's being brought in, you know, the people that they're approaching, et cetera, it sounds amazing. And now that same show might also have Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan as a recurring character. Not just like, oh, hey, Obi-Wan, yeah, he knew Andor. Like, no, a recurring character. So let's just get into it. Let's go over the reports. Let's get hyped up. But let's also do the Star Wars fan thing. And let's question everything and talk about how it could actually be a bad thing. So we'll do it all today. Andor will reportedly feature 2 major Jedi characters. This is over on InsideTheMagic.net, okay? But importantly, the people they source are good. As the Star Wars universe continues to expand, Lucasfilm is making more connections between characters than ever before. Yes. That's what we've been saying. And that's saying something for a franchise that thrives on connecting every detail to something else. I don't know about that last part, but whatever. Today, the Illuminati confirmed some exciting news about fan favorite Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is set to appear in the upcoming Disney Plus Andor show. Again, I have no idea how I missed this, dude. Like, I know, like, there's like a lot of stuff going on. Like, I'm moving, you know, obviously, like, worried about baby stuff. There's, like, a lot of stuff going on. But damn, dude, I'm usually pretty, like, I'm checking Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm checking Reddit. I'm checking Twitter. I don't know how I missed this. Per their report, it says, it's safe to say that almost every single Star Wars fan is waiting on bated breath for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming to Disney Plus. Well, listen up, Star Wars fans. The Illuminati has some exclusive news about where else Lucasfilm will be using Ewan McGregor in its future projects. Oh, baby, tell me more. The fact that Obi-Wan will have a sizable role in Andor shows that Lucasfilm is making an effort to connect all of its Disney Plus series. Oh my God, it's almost like 2 years ago I said they're trying to learn from Marvel. They're learning from their mistakes. They're gonna do the Star Wars MCU. They're gonna have these characters cross over. They're creating all this connective tissue. They're gonna approach it from a Marvel perspective. And watching it unfold before my eyes is a beautiful thing. Will the Andor storyline correlate at all with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Time will tell. Interesting. We're going to talk about that. We're going to speculate about that. There's rumors of Jedi over in the old Kenobi show, right? There's rumors of Jedi over in this show. Is there a possibility of connective tissue there? Perhaps. Furthermore, Kessel Run Transmissions host Corey Van Dyke, I like Corey, tweeted that Kenobi won't be the only iconic Jedi in Andor. He wrote, Kenobi won't be the only Force-sensitive character appearing in Andor. Someone has a contract for multiple projects as well. Kenobi won't be the only Force-sensitive character appearing in Andor. Someone has a contract for multiple projects as well. Hashtag Fulcrum. Let's look at it. Let's take a peek. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Corey, you deleted the tweet? Corey, why? Why you delete the tweet, though? Van Dyke's post included a graphic of Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. That's what I was looking for. Tano made her live-action debut in The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5. She was previously a beloved animated character, blah, 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 blah. So as far as what we know so far about Andor, the series will take place about 5 years before Rogue One. It will follow Cassian Andor, Diego Luna, before he met Jyn Erso, and their companions from Disney's first standalone Star Wars movie. Yeah. So, the thing that's wild about this is that both the Illuminati, and if we look at their like original report here, it says the Illuminati can exclusively report that Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi will have a recurring role in Andor. Bro, I just want to point this out too, and I'm not trying to like get anybody in trouble or whatever. Look, I like the Illuminati, okay? They did have the report about George Lucas being attached to the Andor show. Yep. And again, who knows what that exactly means, but I will tell you there were 2 documents, both a year apart, attached to the show that had George attached to it in a way that he has not been attached to anything else when it comes to Star Wars, okay? So I just want to kind of like put that out there because this is something that a lot of people are like, either they don't buy it or they think, okay, well, maybe he just came over and farted on the script and then they put his name on there or whatever. Like, I don't know what people think, but I'm telling you right now, the same people that said that George was attached to Andor are now reporting as an exclusive that Obi-Wan will have a sizable role in Andor. You know what I mean? We just need to, like, think about this. We need to think about what this means, okay? For Corey, who also is really, really good. You know what I mean? Like, Corey knows what he's talking about. For him to come out and say, oh, it's not just Kenobi, and for him to imply that it's Ahsoka as well, let's just go with the fact that it could be Ahsoka. It seems like that's what he's implying. Fulcrum, Ahsoka, Kenobi, Andor, a recurring show that will have at least 2 seasons, probably 3. Ewan McGregor is about to be in 2 massive Star Wars shows this year and be in a recurring Star Wars role for the next couple of years. And so that's why I put into the title of this video, is Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi the new Iron Man of Star Wars for the next couple of years? And why do I say that? Why do I say, like, who, you know, Iron Man? Like, why specifically Iron Man? Because what it feels like to me is that they understand that Obi-Wan Kenobi is such an important and incredible character, one that is damn near ubiquitously loved. Like, everybody loves Obi-Wan, okay? And some of this, like, is actually exacerbated in prequel memes. Like, the prequel memes community actually memes about how much people love Obi-Wan. It's actually kind of funny. Like, because of Obi-Wan, you know, like all that kind of shit. Like, it's just, like, he has been memed into a glorified place within pop culture. Like, Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan is like, can do no fucking wrong, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it's almost like, and this is maybe a little bit of a cynical take, but it almost feels like if Lucasfilm is just going through the box of toys, right? And they're picking up the toys and, like, doing weird stuff with the toys. Do you know what I mean? And they're using the toys to sort of please this, like, child. Okay, so in this example, the Star Wars fans will be the child. So the Star Wars fans are the child. Lucasfilm has all these toys that Uncle George made, you know. At least he made most of them. And then the Disney is taking the toys and, like, shaking them and, like, you know what I mean? But they do weird things to the toys, right? They take the Boba Fett helmet off the toy. They put him on a panther. Make him have big white dentures and stuff. Look, they do weird stuff with the toys. They bring the Han Solo toy in, but no, he's not the hero you remember. He's crappy, and also his son's going to kill him. You know, they do weird things with the toys. Palpatine's back, you know, somehow Palpatine returned, et cetera, right? It almost has this feeling of Disney looking at the toy shelf and being like, what else we got in here? Oh, shit, yeah, Obi-Wan. People love Obi-Wan. And so they grab Obi-Wan, and they, like, shake it in front of the people, us, the Star Wars fans. And we go, goo goo gaga, because we love Obi-Wan. And then they're like, put him in fucking everything for the next 5 years. Now, of course, that's a cynical take, but it does kind of feel like, while this could be really, really good, I can't help but have this feeling of, like, man, they're just trying to, like, basically sprinkle a little bit of Obi-Wan in everything that they possibly can. It's almost like what DC does with Batman, you know, and the Flash movie. There was a time where we were joking about how every time something happened with DC, from the PR perspective, that was negative. They would just throw another Batman into the Flash. You know? Oh, Ray Fisher's saying some wild shit? Throw another Batman into the Flash. Oh, all of a sudden, like, there's some wild stuff being alleged, you know, by Gal Gadot. Throw some fucking... Another Batman will do it. You know what I mean? It almost feels like they're just like, Kenobi, right? Now, on the flip side of that, that might be just what the doctor fucking ordered. You know what I mean? And as we look at the coming Star Wars content, and man, there's a lot of content, y'all. Man, there's a lot of content. Like, there's Obi-Wan. there's Bad Batch Season 2, there's Andor, and then there's Mandalorian Season 3. 4 more big projects that are supposed to come out this year. We don't know for sure. Like, they haven't said shit. Maybe at, Celebration, maybe at May the 4th, they'll make some announcements. Maybe tomorrow we'll get some clarity, right? But for now, you've got 4 major projects ahead of you. And 2 of them, you have Ewan McGregor kind of like front and center. I mean, a sizable role. Seems pretty crazy to me, man. And I think a couple of years of Obi-Wan content. I mean, damn, dog. Like, we thought we just went from thinking that, like, he stayed on that planet the whole time on the desert to, oh, he left, like, one time just to, like, help Leia out with her homework or some shit. But now, was he gone for multiple years off of Tatooine? Was he gone from his path for multiple years? Did he think that being away from Tatooine while they were hunting him was actually a better way to protect Luke? And until he handles some business, does he not go back? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yo, sorry, we had a glitch. We had a glizzy. Are we still live? Are we still live? We had a glizzy. We had a glitchy. Are we good? So, I don't know, man. I'm stuck between this place that I pretty much always am stuck at when it comes to Star Wars. Incredibly hyped up, super excited, anticipating all the possibilities. I think it could be absolutely incredible. But on the flip side, being like, yo, what? How long was he away from Tatooine? What the hell's going on with Kenobi? And so, I frankly want to know, like, what do you guys make of this? If Kenobi is in, obviously, Kenobi, and then he's a big part of Andor for the next couple of years, are you down? Like, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you think it's a little much? Would it be something you would want to check out? Because I'll tell you right now, like, Andor has had this sort of identity crisis where, like, I thought it would be cool. A lot of people think it will be cool, but there's no, like, real draw to it, right? Having the fact that you're like, yo, you might just get Kenobi and Ahsoka in Andor and really, like, think about what that means for the scope of the show. That's pretty intriguing, bro. Like, to me, that's way more intriguing than just, like, doing an Andor show. It kind of seems like that might legitimately be a good play. You know what I mean? That might legitimately be a good play. Yo, and I do apologize, man, about the internet. It is literally the wind. There is, like, just ridiculous wind where I am at, and it is, like, is messing with everything. So, apologies about the connection if it breaks up a little bit. Let me see if there's anything else I want to go over. I don't think there is. Let me see. Oh, there is a couple of things, actually. Let me see. There's a couple of Marvel things I want to talk about. By the way, did a big video yesterday about the leaked post-credit scenes for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. If they are indeed true, we're starting to really think that they are, it's wild, bro. And it means some really crazy stuff for the future of the MCU. It kind of shows, too, that, like, a lot of our stuff that we were talking about we were probably onto it. You know what I mean? We were probably onto it. Let's see here. Where's the bit that I want to talk about? There was a piece of concept art shared yesterday. Here it is. I really don't know what to make of this, dude. Concept art for Shang-Chi shows Deadpool in action in the club. And unless I'm mistaken, like, that looks like he's fighting. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. Like, that is super wild, bro. Like, I don't know what to make of this. Like, was this on the table? Was this just some fun thing that they were going to do? I don't know, but it kind of shows you what the future of Marvel could be like, because, I mean, yeah, like, we will be getting Deadpool back. You know what I mean? Approximate Midnight's there, but, like, bro, you can start to have a lot of fun with a lot of these different characters and things of that nature, so. Yeah. Yo, man, I feel bad about the connection right now. I want to see if there's anything going on where maybe I can fix it. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me text Elisa. See if I can get her to try something here. So that's kind of a bummer, man. Connection is okay? All right, cool. It's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I thought this was pretty wild, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, we see some wild stuff in concept art sometimes, but like, this is pretty bananas. Like, I wonder if they legitimately wanted this to happen and then it just didn't happen for one reason or another. They ended up going with like Wong and shit, what's the homie's name? Abomination. Super cool. You know, I love that part of the scene. But I'm not gonna lie, like Shang-Chi pulling up and seeing fucking Deadpool fighting Proxima Midnight, like, bruh, that would have hit a little different. You know what I mean? Like that, yeah, that would have hit a little different. Stevie, how did you know I sent her that message exactly? How did you know I sent her that message exactly? That's pretty wild. So yeah, that's pretty wild. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to cover. There's some comments by Charlie Cox. He's talking about how, he was talking about like Born Again basically, and kind of just dropping a lot of hints that we might be getting Born Again with whatever they do with the Netflix Daredevil moving forward. I don't think there's anything else, guys. Let me see. Let me check. Double check the leakage area. Check for leakage. You know what I mean? Check for leakage. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as news and new bits that are out there. And so we can kind of get into Q&A. I again want to say that if the trailer ends up happening tomorrow for Kenobi, I mean, the whole internet's going to lose their mind. I'll probably do a reaction, like, first breakdown of it, and then I will do a stream, and we'll just break it down on stream. And then, to be honest with you, bro, like, I don't know. If they drop a lot of different things tomorrow, like, I really don't know what could be on the table for tomorrow. I still haven't got any, like, real clarity about that. I don't even know what time the investor call is. Anybody in chat know what time the investor call is? Is it 4? I feel like they usually do 4, right? Investor Day, Disney. It's not like an investor. What the fuck is tomorrow? What time? 1 p.m.? 4:20? 9 a.m.? That is a wild gamut of times you just gave me. I have no idea what to make of that. 1 p.m.? Okay. Is that Pacific Standard Time? 1 p.m. ET? Yo. Okay. All right, lads. Well, we'll definitely be keeping a lookout for that. That likely means we'll be able to do some content, do a stream, and then also do our Nerd Vengers only stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. So, yeah. That'll be crazy, man. I would absolutely love if we get some Moon Knight, some more Moon Knight, even some stuff for, like, Secret Invasion, Miss Marvel. Man, if we get that Thor 4, too, like, whew. I want to know. I want to know all about Thor 4. Should be good. Sent you a screenshot on Discord? Okay, let me check it out. $1 p.m. ET. Nice. 1 p.m. ET. Who knows, like, when all the good stuff will drop, but I'll definitely just be kind of keeping an eye out. I'll be kind of set up, prepped, ready to go by that time to just kind of sit down and see what's going on. So, cool. Oh, yes. Also, Jedi Mike, thank you for that. I think that's a good call. So, if you are going to Star Wars Celebration, guys, there is a Nerd Vengers meetup. I will not be there, but many of the OG Nerd Vengers will be there. And I think I can I just like put that link in there? I think that is the link to it. But yeah, Jedi Mike is putting this thing on. And yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. I'd love to just see some pictures. I hope you guys like get together, have a good time. Yeah, it should be really, really fun. Should be fun, man. And I wish I could get out there, man. There's just so much going on right now. You know what I mean? I have so much going on. Okay, somebody said the poster. Check out the poster for Celebration. Yeah, I could do that. I have it right here. What's the deal with this poster? Why are we liking this or whatever? Whoa, what the hell? Get that out of here. All right, here we go. Let me show you this poster. Well, take a little peek, see what we think about it. Pretty cool. Stylized, like kind of like an ink blot kind of thing going on. You know, you've got Vader, Luke, Maul, Grogu. Oh, that's not Luke. That's Kenobi. Yeah, pretty cool. Because that's Luke, Ahsoka. Wait, Luke inside Ahsoka? Luke inside Ahsoka, you say? Okay. Interesting choice. Luke Ahsoka confirmed. Boom. Disney certified. Confirmed. All right, guys, let's get into Q&A, man. Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it coming on. Hang on. Sorry. So let's get into the Q's and the A's. Guys, I'll answer every single super chat that comes in within reason. You got a point you really want to drive home, something you want to yell at me about, or something interesting you want us all to consider. Throw it in to the Super Supas, and we'll go over all of those. If you don't have any loot, honestly, don't worry about it. We will just get into the chat as well. I want to see what's on your guys' mind. And I definitely want to talk at least... You know, we can talk about whatever you want, but I definitely am really curious as to, like, what do you guys think of Kenobi, bro? Like, that's a lot of Kenobi. That's more Kenobi than I bargained for. I'm not mad. Just saying, like, holy cow. So definitely let me know what you make of all that. All right, let's do it. Let's get into DOS Q and DOS A, okay? So... Corporal Overlove says, a $5 holla, Joshy boy. Look, bro, you in theory had a brotherly argument. Passionate as you both are. It's not weird at all. I first fought my brother plenty of times. You guys keep it up. Yeah, no, I totally agree. That is absolutely the way that I sort of categorize it as well. This too is like, dude, I'm not so daft as to think that I'm not, what the hell? What the hell? What is happening? What is happening with the internet today? This shit better not... Yo, this shit better not happen tomorrow. This shit better not happen tomorrow, man. If that could... Oh, man. If we're live in the Kenobi trailer and I'm having issues like this, I'm going to be super mad. But, yeah, no, I totally agree with your characterization there. Okay. Relentless Defender says with a $5 holler, says, this is not the first time Theory has shown a temper. He needs tougher skin. Criticism is okay. Got to be able to take it. Glad he reflected. You use logic. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I think that, yeah, look, I obviously feel sound in what I was saying. He feels sound in what he was saying. I don't think that's a problem. Like, as I sort of said before, I think the content right up till that moment was incredible, actually. Like, it was great. And that discussion is a discussion that needs to be had because, like, we even get to some points in that discussion where, like, I think it's actually really important. Like, as he says, maybe if that's not even true, like, I feel that way. And I'm like, dude, like, that is valid. Like, that's totally valid. Nobody can take... Like, you can't argue how somebody feels, right? And I think that it's fair to say that the PR for Lucasfilm has left them in a position where that kind of narrative can exist and thrive. And that's ultimately a failing of them. I just don't think it goes further than that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all good. Once you learn that it's okay to argue and still be friends, it's a strong relationship. Bros will be bros. Yeah, I agree with that. Big Stevie says, this is why Nerd Theory needs to be 2 hours max unless massive news drops. Short run time would force you to move past stuff like this. Maybe. I don't know, man. I think that I think situations like that will happen. You know what I mean? Especially when, like, as I sort of said before, like, the dynamic with he and I has just evolved over time. Like, we've actually become bros. And so I will say that one of the things that resonated with me as I thought about it was, like, he said something like, you should know what I mean by that. And I get what he's saying because he and I have literally become close to the point where I do understand what he's saying, right? And so in that moment, like, I understand what he's saying, but I was trying to win an argument, right? So I was being a little pedantic. I was pushing a little bit too much. I do understand what he's saying. And for the sake of content, I think it's best to obviously keep level-headed and to be able to debate back and forth. But I don't know if I agree that a 2-hour runtime would be the call. Corporal Overlord with a $5 hello says, don't know if you collect the Lego Star Wars merch, bro, but the new stuff has been super hard to find. Just cop the Red 5 Luke helmet. So cool. I'm honestly not that familiar. I mean, I like Lego, but just kind of like tangentially. Like, I'm like, yeah, Lego's cool. Like, I don't really collect Lego. But that's cool, man. I know that from a collecting perspective, there's a lot of old Lego sets that actually hold a lot of value, that accrue a lot of value. So, yeah, good on you, bro. Hope you got some good stuff. Corporal Overlord says, I'm hyped for Andor prime time for the Empire era. I mean, that's the other thing, too, is like, you think about it, it's not just these characters that we just discussed. This show is uniquely positioned to actually touch a huge amount of Star Wars canon, a massive amount of Star Wars characters. And that's why I think it's like such a big deal for them. And I like if I'm being honest, like, I have this kind of vibe on it where it feels like John and Dave, right? They're like learning how to do Mando. Like, they're kind of like creating the identity for it as they go along. And then they end up working with certain people really well. And they end up just continuing to work with those people, right? And I am curious if this was something that happened on the Kenobi show. If basically, like, they did a lot of screen testing and they're starting some stuff early on. And then did it become a thing that Kenobi should be in Andor? I gotta be honest, like, I actually doubt that the plan from the jump was to have Kenobi in Andor. Does that, like, what do you guys think? Let's stop for a second. I actually want to know. Wait, let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town, USA. And I can see I'm so behind on the chat. It might have to do with the internet. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know. Okay. Do you think it was always the plan to have Kenobi in Andor? I want to know, man. I want to know what y'all think about that. Let me do that so it'll pop up over here. Poll Town. It's Poll Town. Welcome to Poll Town. Poll Town, USA. Seems kind of split right now. It's like kind of down the road. Like, half of you, well, now it's kind of shifting a little bit. It looks like 60% of you are like, no. I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I'm with y'all. Like, I don't think so either. Keeps telling you your vote won't go through? What the heck? Demand a recount or some shit, huh? Take it to the Supreme Court. Callisto. Hell to the no, says Neil Taylor. Don't we all kind of have that feeling? At least 60% of us have that feeling. We're like, dude, there ain't no way. Like, they probably were just like, yo, Kenobi's cool. Like, let's put Kenobi under all the Christmas trees. You know what I mean? However, I'm not mad about it. Like, hell yeah, dude. Let's do as much Kenobi as we possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into it. I think that it would be great. I think it would be great. In my opinion, Feige had a big meeting with Favreau and Filoni. He talked about the Filoni-verse. Yeah, it's very possible that happened. I've heard that Feige might have some influence on what's going on for sure. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so I think it's really cool, but regardless, like, there's just some kind of questioning there, man. Like, do you have your shit together over there, Star Wars? Like, Boba is an interesting show. Boba's not a great show, bro. You know what I mean? And there's some really fun stuff that I like in there, but if it's an approach of trying to do the Marvel stuff without actually doing the first thing that Marvel ever did, which was make really good movies and projects, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. Interesting times. Nate Elston says with a $10 holler, very generous, says, what's up, Josh? Long time no chat. On vacay after 6 months and finally binging the best channel on the tubes. Hey, man, I appreciate that. You were on vacay for 6 months? That's not a vacation, bro. That's like a midlife crisis or something. Like, what was going on? Are you okay? Like, were you just selling yachts? Did you... What are you? What are you talking about? Inked Vader 81 member for 2 months says, what class are you rocking in Elden Ring? So, oh man, I forget the class I picked actually. I'll tell you my build though, because it was I think I picked the class that had a lot of stamina right out the gate, and then my current build is like stamina and strength. So, I have like the Bloodsworn blade, and I have that like to +4 at this point. It's awesome. It crushes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Hyped up stuff for sure. What the fuck is happening here, dude? Man, that is some frustrating shit, bro. Bro, that is some frustrating shit. Y'all see, do you see the thing that keeps popping up for me? Where it's like, yo, your internet's buttholes right now. Like, ugh, so irritating. But yeah, so that's what I'm rocking in Elden Ring. Thanks for the support, man. 34 Virgo says, so you guys had a fight last night that I missed trying to get your ratings up. Really show for the win. Reality show for the win. Take my money. Real bros debate. Or you aren't bros. Yeah, again, like, definitely wasn't intentional. Like, it was real as fuck. But that's kind of like what I said earlier in the show, where I said the nuclear take here is that it's actually just all content. You know what I mean? Like, it's all content. And at the end of the day, like, because of what we do, moments like that do become content. It's all like, it's a part of the story. And it's like, okay, well, cool. Like, that happened. Like, what do we do now? How do we reference it? I'm sure we'll be joking about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the next time, like, that he and I do this, and we'll talk a little bit about sequel stuff, like, we'll both be like, oh, no, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's going to be fine. Big Stevie with a $5 holla says, if the trailer drops, do your reaction during a stream and then edit and post it while still streaming. Perfect chance to push the live channel. That's not a bad idea, bro. But I don't think everybody wants to watch me edit a video. Like, maybe I could, like, pass it to Elisa as... Like, we could experiment with that. I get what you're saying, of course. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the move. Luke Harmon with a $2 says, Kenobi Force Ghost trains Grogu Mando Season 3. Bro. Like, that's probably not going to happen, Luke. But, yo, what? Can you imagine? Like, at that point, I would literally begin to say, they are like, if Kenobi is a fruit, they are using every part of the fruit, and they're just, like, squeezing every little bit, and they're like, take the seeds, use the seeds. Oh, the casing can be used for this, put this over there. Like, they're getting the most out of that shit. I mean, wow, I didn't even consider that, but there ain't no way that's happening, bro. There ain't no way that's happening. Dazuko, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Look, I'm sure you're feeling that surge of Nerd Vengers energy. Maybe you take off your glasses and you're like, dude, what? I can actually see perfectly without my shades. You know, results may vary. # not financial advice. Seek actual doctor to blah, 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 blah. You love to see it. Mateus says, hey, Josh, I saw the Batman yesterday, and boy, was it good. But I thought it was a bit too long. Opinion on the length. Keep up the great work, man. Yeah, I think it's too long. I think it's too long. And I know some people are like, but bro, it's a masterpiece. You couldn't cut a single frame out of that. Yeah, okay, bro. since all the interactions with the clues and the Riddler shit are essentially the same scene, just cut them all. Batman doesn't stop any of those attacks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do feel like it was a little too late or too long. I'm glad that so many people are enjoying the film, though. Can't stop me, Pete, with a $10 holla. Very generous. Says, glad you held your ground last night. I love Theory, but that was straight bully tactics he was doing last night. In the end, he made an apology video, and I respect him and you more for it. Yeah, look, I don't think he was bullying me. I think he's just very passionate about his point. It's also something that happens when you get frustrated and angry, where you don't think logically. That's like find me a human being that gets more precise, logical, and understanding when they get angry. That shit doesn't happen, bro. And by the way, I'm susceptible to the same thing. You know what's so funny is like a lot of people are have been hitting me up and saying like, bro, like your ability to keep your composure, like holy shit, bro, like dude, you're a master of Zen and like all these different things. Guys, you want to know the truth? About 2 hours before the show, I lost my fucking mind because of something that was happening in an editing program. I was like hearing like hitting the desk, like being all angry and shit like that. No, I happened to keep it together last night in a moment. I don't have some fucking superpower or shit. I'm just like all of y'all, and I get super angry about other things. Certain things trigger me. Certain things upset me. Certain times when I'm upset, I don't act the best or say the best thing. We're all just human, man. You know what I mean? Beyonder says, Josh, for Nerd Theory, what do you in theory stream through for lives? So we use a program called StreamYard, and it's like his preferred program. I know there's some things that I like about it. There's some things I don't like about it. I do like how it pops up the super chats, though. Like this thing that I'm doing right now, I think it's serviceable. Like y'all can see your chats and everything like that, and it's fine. But technically, I have to go through like some weird steps to make this a reality, where StreamYard just has it there. Do you know what I mean? So... Alfonso says with a $5 holla, says maybe the Andor has a scene that takes place in Tatooine, and that's how Obi-Wan comes into play there. That's fair, actually, but who knows? Seems like an awesome report. It does seem like an awesome report. I thought about that too, where I'm like, bro, is he just like quarterbacking this shit? Like, is he gonna just Nick Fury this whole fucking thing from Tatooine? Where like we thought he was just like in a little hut, you know, talking to Qui-Gon about the cosmic force and shit. And instead, like, maybe there's this huge, massive, secret underground base with all sorts of encrypted communications and broadcast signals all around the galaxy. Maybe, like, Obi-Wan is the one that actually saves the rebellion and shit. Like, how far are they going to take this? Does he have a suit of armor? Did he make a suit of armor in the desert? Is Vader going to go to Palpatine and be like, Obi-Wan made a better suit in a cave in the desert. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, Alfonso. I don't know. But I'm getting a little excited. Renee says, member for 21 months, says, just noticed the celebration poster. Everyone has their lightsabers, but Din doesn't have the dark saber. Foreshadowing. Let me look at that again. Look at that again. Huh. I don't think so. Probably just a design choice, but yeah, that is odd, huh? That is odd. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Nice use of the word pedantic. Bravo. Nicely done. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Chatta. What's up with the la musica, my friend? The Trending Brick says, I love the convo yesterday. Josh got the W to me. I think we went probably 1 for 1. And by the way, like, dude, like, I do get where he's coming from. You know what I mean? And I should have let it go. You know what I mean? I should have let it go a little bit more because I know where he's coming from. I know what he's trying to say. It's just that we had been debating about that thing for like the whole fucking night. And so like at some point, like, yeah, I'm like looking for ammunition, of course, to try to prove my point. But yeah, look, I think ultimately, oh my good God. Can't get this music to work at all, huh? I think that the thing about it, man, is like that's legitimately an important conversation to be had because there are a lot of people like I was actually shocked. Like I was shocked at some of the people in the super chats that I saw where people were like, bro, you don't think there's some kind of agenda? And I was like, damn, like people really, really believe that. And to me, that's actually still Lucasfilm's problem. It doesn't actually matter if it's based in reality. Because that's what PR is. Like, the things that people believe about your brand, that is basically what your brand is. So, it's a weird sort of, Like, it's a fine line I'm trying to parse out here, right? Where I'm just trying to say, like, I disagree with that notion, but I understand that we're in a situation where that notion has almost been fostered by Disney. Like, you could almost argue that they've fostered that narrative. You know what I'm saying? MTS says, with a $10 holla, very generous, man. Thank you so much. Says, with all the rumored cameos for Kenobi, Qui-Gon, Palpatine, etc., do you think Kathy went to Natalie Portman with a bag to get her to appear? That's the one big cameo left. Great point, man. Great point. I thought about that. I do think so. And you know what's kind of fucking awesome about that? Like, let's just stop and talk about what he's talking about for a second. One of our problems with the sequel trilogy was, but why not have this in it, right? Like, for real. Like, why not have all of them together in a scene? Why not have, in the last movie, Anakin show up? You know? Like, JJ's out there here saying, like, oh, well, I don't know many books that don't have the villain from the first 6 chapters in the final chapter of the book. It's like, yeah, no, or the hero. Anakin. Like, come on, man. Like, what's the deal here? It's uneven. It doesn't make sense. It feels like in Kenobi, they asked what should be in there, and then they went to work on making it happen, which, by the way, is a Kevin Feige approach. I know. Yeah, it is. It's like, what would be the best thing here? What would make the most sense for the story? What would blow fans away? How can we do that? Let's go talk to these people and try to convince them to do it, right? Like, it is actually an outlandish idea to get a damn near 50-year-old Tobey Maguire and an almost 40-year-old what's the other dude's name? Andrew Garfield's? Yeah, it's crazy to approach them and say, hey, you want to come be Spider-Man again? Like, that's an outlandish idea, and yet it happened. It happened. So do I think that she's going to be in it? Absolutely. And if she is in it, and all these other people are in it, and it makes sense, and it feels contextual, and it's got all these fun things, it's going to be fucking awesome. And it's going to make us quite excited. For Cuscala Lopez, or for Cusquela. That's probably the actual way to say it. Hey, Josh. Still catching up here, by the way. Very generous, man. Appreciate you. On the nerd theories. Still don't get the Star Cruiser. How are they going to make money out of that? It doesn't even look like sequel fans are into it. Normies don't care enough to pay all that dough. Yeah, so the Star Cruiser has a myriad of different problems, okay? I think its biggest problem is that there's a lingering feeling about the Star Wars brand that it is essentially being used to just make money, and they don't care as much about satisfying all of the Star Wars fans that are out there. They care more about making money. And you might say, like, oh, shit, but that's exactly what Theory was saying. Yeah, it is. And I think that exists, obviously, as a narrative, and it's obviously something that gets people really triggered and emotional as well. That's the lingering problem about Star Cruiser. But let me try to further explain my point about Star Cruiser. Some people are like, why would they put it in the sequels? And then they leap to the idea that, oh, it's obvious they want to destroy Star Wars. That's the leap, right? That's the thing that I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Because that's not what's happening. You want me to explain just in a perfectly reasonable and logical explanation as to why they did it with the sequels? Here's what it is. They just spent 5 years exposing this timeline, these characters, and the brand of Star Wars through the sequels. You might not understand this if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan that's in it, but the business is making a decision based on impressions. It's doing this because the sequel stuff is the most recent content that was out there in front of the most people. A lot of young people, they don't know even about the OT. There's a lot of young people right now that maybe they like the prequels, maybe they don't. I'm not even saying that they love the sequels, but it's what has been out. That is the current iteration and version of Star Wars. And so it is literally as simple as that, right? We talked about this last night, the Occam's razor. It is as simple as that. The engineering team at Disney said, well, we just did all of these movies that made $5 billion, got seen by millions and millions of people. We want to do Star Wars stuff. Let's use that recognizable IP, all of those concepts and things from that thing that is out there in the Star Cruiser. That's it. There's no conspiracy. There's no, oh, we want fucking sequel over everything. No, dude, it's as simple as that. They made a business decision, a money decision. It was a bad decision. There's a lot of other factors into why Star Cruiser is probably not going to succeed. But see, that's that shit, bro. That's that shit where it's like, okay, let's actually break this down. It's actually way simpler of an explanation than I think a lot of people kind of try to wrap their heads around. You know what I mean? Blake Preston with a $5 holla says, which show/movie would be the best time to debut Hondo in live action? Andor, NFL. What? NFL FA starts soon. Who do you think the one quarterback? Oh, okay, yeah, bro. I have no idea, Blake. I'm super out of touch with football. Like I love my Steelers. I'll cheer for the Steelers, 100%. But honestly, I didn't even watch most games last year. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of out of touch on that. What would be the best time to do Hondo? I think Andor's a damn fine place to put it. I think. Matthew Coulinad with a $20 holla and no message, bro. Try to put it into the chat if you have a message. I will try to get to it, okay? Blake Preston says, any chance to expand on Solo story on Disney Plus? I absolutely think that is something they could do. Some people think that will be done a little bit in Kenobi. I don't think so. But yeah, they've got the fucking real estate to do it, man. And I think there's a lot of people that love those characters, that timeline. Even me, someone that didn't like that movie at all. I'm still down for more Solo. You know what I mean? So I think they could make it happen. T-Rev says with a $10 holla, Phase 1 Marvel was Feige, Ike, and the Marvel creative team, Bendis, that's true, often wonder how much they had planned ahead before Feige dismissed them, got elevated above like end of Phase 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, so that's actually really interesting. I'd love to dig more into that because there are some underrated things, concepts, and ideas that do come out of those early times. Like Avi did have a lot more to do with it than people want to give him credit for. And there were already plans to do Marvel Studios. Like Marvel Studios was like the MCU was not invented by Feige as a concept. He's hired to come in and like run it essentially. So I think that's fair, but I just really disagree. Like I think you and I butt heads a little bit about this sometimes, and that's fine. Except no, it's not, you motherfucker. Yeah, we just disagree on where the umph is. You know what I mean? I think Feige actually probably doesn't even get enough credit, which you're probably spinning. Your head's probably spinning. Uh-oh. My time to shine. Hello? Throwing shots? Throwing shots at who? Throwing shots? I don't see it. I don't see no shots being fired. Children's Crusade project in development at Marvel. Cool. Solo Scarlet Witch project as well. Cool. Rebel Moon is only the start of the cinematic universe with spinoffs already being discussed. My man! I'm excited. What are you guys talking about? Am I missing something here? I don't see no shots. Twitter, bro? Yeah, I'm on Twitter right now. Oh, announcements. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, that stuff that's awesome. I'll probably do a thing on that, but I don't know about, yeah, I guess I just misunderstood you. I thought she was specifically being like, Den of Nerds doesn't always talk about, fuck that guy. But, nah, she's probably not saying that. Yo, what up, Fernie? Hope that break goes well, my man. Kalisto, $20 holla. Holy mother loving love of mothers. Very generous. Says, maybe the multi-Kenobi appearances is their way of showing the OTPT fans that they are listening. I think it's a great move. I'm ready for it as long as it fits with the lore. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, at the end of the day, like, look, I think, like, most of us, like, look, it's literally halfway. It's very split, right? Wait, does that confirm Harry Bowles' tweet about Lizzie? No, it doesn't, but it could still end up being kind of on point, right? Like, we talked about this last night, like, Mikey Sutton has the scoop about Heir to the Empire movie. I don't think he's got no fucking actual sources on that, but yeah, all signs point to them doing an Heir to the Empire movie. So if that ends up happening, did he have a source? Was it a scoop? Is it exclusive? Like, I don't even know. She's still dropping stuff? Come on, man. Come on, Amy. By the way, her real identity is Amy Pascal. I don't know if you guys know that. But this is absolutely Amy Pascal. Yes, Frogman will be in She-Hulk. Cool. Maybe we'll break that down in a video or whatever, yo. Thank you, Kalisto. I appreciate the support. Nathan Sullivan says, if Obi-Wan is quarterbacking the whole thing from Tatooine, isn't that pulling from the Ahsoka playbook? A little bit. It's a little bit pulling from a little bit there. It's a little bit. So, maybe. And with Fulcrum being involved, that could end up being the case. SMB 963 with a $5 holla says, back for blinkers. I love today's stream and now going to check out my missed Nerd Theory stream from yesterday. Take a blinker and take my money. Much love, bro. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, man. I really do. You know what I mean? I think that it was a good conversation. What do you think Feige's Star Wars movie will be? Well, first of all, let me just say, I really hope Feige gets to make his Star Wars movie. And there's some rumors that there's some pushback, unfortunately, from the Lucasfilm camp with regards to that. So let's just first hope that he actually makes the thing. And if he does, I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to fanboy like y'all wouldn't believe. What do I think it's going to be about? Probably a unique character. Probably his own thing. If he ends up working with Waldron, maybe something real weird. I mean, I like Waldron's really weird. But, I don't know. That's kind of what I think. Joshua Luke Jackson says, hope you in theory are okay. That was upsetting to watch. Yeah, I mean, look, I apologize for the vibes and for, farting at the dining room table or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, we're cool, man. We're absolutely cool. Steelers fans can be overly pedantic. Interesting. I don't know about that. For Cuscala Lopez, my man with a $200 million donation says, about the cruiser again, I get what you mean. I'm with you. There's no conspiracy. They want to milk us all as fans, but what I mean is it doesn't even look legit for sequel fans, and I like the look and feel of the sequels. Yeah, I think that's fair. I tried to give it a fair shake, right? Like, I watched Peter Scoretta's video, and, like, honestly, the food looks fucking gourmet. There's a lot of stuff in there that's, like, I can feel Disney, like, trying to, like, justify the price and everything like that. The weird thing is, ultimately, Star Cruiser is a victim of the PR and where the fan base is at because of the content and because of the way they've engaged with the fan base. So, like, I guess if they make a DC world and it feels like they're trying to avoid Zack Snyder, do you think Zack Snyder fans would be upset? And maybe there's perfectly reasonable, non-conspiratorial reasons as to why they wouldn't put Zack Snyder stuff in there, but it's still going to feed into a narrative that will literally result in actionable things. You know what I mean? Like, very vocal people online talking about it. And that does sort of trickle into the perception of just your everyday average folks. Like, I think most people have an unfavorable opinion of Star Cruiser. And I don't know how much that's actually, like, based. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Yeah, it's a quagmire. And in some ways, the whole Star Wars brand is a quagmire right now. You know what I mean? Lars says, do a poll, snaps or blinkers. Say what? I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means, dude. What else is going on, guys? I want to just chill in the chat and see what y'all are saying. Again, I am pretty dang interested in what you guys think of Kenobi and Andor. That's wild to me, man. Like, this, I'm still not fully, like, wrapping my head around it, I feel like. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Will Andor be in Kenobi? Yo, wouldn't that be wild? That would kind of be interesting. I don't think so, but who knows for sure? I guess only the Oracle. What about them? I didn't hear. The Star Cruiser has everything that they promised us for free in Bat 2, so the price is ridiculous, but the experience seems to be awesome. Yeah, I think that's a fair take. I think that is a fair take. I can barely imagine Kenobi right now. So hype. Yeah, man. It's going to be pretty exciting. I hope that trailer drops tomorrow. Quick Kenobi news recap. I mean, dude, look, there's just so much rumorage, craziness, trailers maybe coming out tomorrow. A lot of fun stuff that could be in the show. But the rumor we're talking about right now is that Kenobi will have a very sizable role in the Andor show, possibly Ahsoka as well. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Zachary Job with a $5 says, what do we know about She-Hulk? And is the show going to have major implications towards the future? So I am personally pretty damn excited for She-Hulk. I think they recently did some reshoots on She-Hulk. I think that there's going to be some really fun stuff set up in there, but the show itself is going to be like a periodical, like Law and Order type thing with meets. It's basically going to be like Law and Order meets Sex in the City, I think. And I do think that She-Hulk, though, will focus on her, and she will be flirtatious, perhaps have multiple partners in the show, and there'll be sort of that kind of stuff going on. But also there's going to be like a lot of interesting stuff that I think people will really enjoy, like Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Hulk, and maybe the setup for World War Hulk and the son of Hulk. It's possible that Scar will be in the show. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that I think is going to be in She-Hulk for sure. Laura says with a $5 holla, a snap is clearing the whole bowl in one rip. Damn! Blinker is hitting the pen till it blink. Oh, well, doesn't that just depend on the battery? Because sometimes, like, you can't, like, you just literally hit the thing and it blinks. But that's what a blinker is, huh? Bro, like, I'm too old for that shit. Like, let me just tell y'all something for real. Like, maybe when I was younger, maybe when I was a young man, I would do shit like that. I'd be like, oh, man, how do I get this whole bag of weed into my brain? You know, or like, how do I drink 16 beers through one beer bong or something like that? And then I realized, fuck that. I'd rather just, like, actually be chilling, having a good vibe, you know? Like, holy God. Josh took a blinker last night and just wanted to be funny. I mean, a little bit, yeah. How many times do you think Anakin choked Padme? Oh, plenty. Plenty of time. Let's see here. Smokey Kenobi, member for 6 months, says, you are appreciated. Hoping we get some General Syndulla and Leia in Andor. Oh, I like that. Also, have you seen the boys' animated series, Diabolical? I have not, but I'll tell you something kind of random, and I don't even know if this is like faux pas. I shouldn't say this, but Amazon actually reached out and wanted me to do a video on it. And they like legit, they were like going to pay me to do a video on it. And I was just like, nah. But I mean, I don't know if that means anything for the show. I haven't checked it out. You know what I mean? Since Natalie is returning to Marvel, do you think she'll return in some capacity to Star Wars? I think you might be onto something there, Josh. I think you might be onto something. Did I catch the Reddit leak for Kenobi? Yeah, so that's just a compilation of all the leaks we've been talking about for the past 6 months. But it's cool. I mean, it's cool, man. Patrick Ray, it's good to see you, brother. Says 420 Nerd Adventures for life. Glad to be back. Hey, I'm glad to have you back, brother. Make your way around the tower. It's almost like you never left, you know? You still got your locker, you know? Still got your favorite spot in the pool, your seat in the theater, etc., etc. No worries. Smoking 10 blunts in a day. What is this, high school? Yeah, man, like, I got shit to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that ain't it, bro. Like, that ain't it. Josh, you the king. Amazon want you to chill. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, huh? Should have done the video, man. Paul did that, too. Plus, you would love it. It's hilarious. Okay, maybe I would love it. Yeah. It just struck me as odd. I was like, I don't know about that. How true do you think the strange post-credit scenes are? Bro, really fucking true. And I know, like, there were some people that got mad at me for putting some of that in the thumbnail. This is such a challenging thing. We're 2 months out of the movie. Do I think that the leaks are real? Yes. Do I have any, like, I can't, like, concretely say one way or the other. I don't know. And also, it's not the most intriguing aspects of it. Like, the Deadpool bit, it doesn't tell you what the fuck is, like, he's doing in the post-credit scene. That's not, like, that is the least cool thing in there. Is, like, that Deadpool might be in it, right? So I think some people got upset that I put that shit in the thumbnail, and I was like, it's fine, but, like, we're 2 months out. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, oh, bro, this shit's probably real as fuck. I gotta hide it, put all these mystery boxes, question marks, and, you know, censored images or whatever. X Ace says, last week you skipped my super chat. Your boy X Ace. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. You should have put it in there. Alan Ewald says 420 no Avengers. You should put it in that chat that you just did. Or just throw it in here, man. A few new leaks by My Time to Shine regarding a few projects. That's sick, dude. I'll take a peek at them for sure because I definitely want, hey, I'm looking for a video to do today. You know what I mean? So if we can package some of that up in a nice, smooth Den of Nerds video. John Campia is pissed. Yeah, I should have put his fucking logo on it. You know what I mean? Or watermarked it. Smokey Kenobi with a $5 says, do it. Diabolical's like a Star Wars Visions type project. Oh, okay. Got people like Ryan and Dan Harmon. Whoa, really? Okay. Separate stories. It's worth it. Right on, brother. I will check it out. And then if I like it, I'll be super pissed. I'll hit Amazon back up and be like, yo, will you honor? Will you validate my parking? Matthew Colonad with a $20 holy mother loving love of mother's very generous motherfucking super chat. Thank you, bro. Says, what percentage of Star Wars fans do you think are hardcore versus normies? What do you guys think? What do you think the breakdown is? Oh, it's a joke from last week. I thought you'd remember. Oh, well. Dude, my bad, bro. Now you got me feeling all bad. What do you guys think the breakdown is? Is it 70-30? Is it 80-20? You know what I mean? Like, is it 60-40? What's the percentage? 50-50. Whoa. And how do we define these things? You know what I mean? Nobody here is a normie. That's true. Although, technically speaking, there could be some swarmies here. And there could be some people that, like, are hardcore Marvel, but normie on Star Wars. Or hardcore Star Wars, normie on Marvel. We have a pretty eclectic crew, so you never know. I'd say probably 20 to 80. But so, like, within the question you asked is actually part of the problem. Because you said, what percentage of Star Wars fans do you think are hardcore versus normies? The idea of a fan being a normie, like a normie fan, it's almost a misnomer or a contradiction, right? Because, like, you could technically say that the purchasing of Star Wars product and the money that flows into Disney via Star Wars is, if that's the pie chart, I would say it definitely is 20-80. 20% of these people are hardcore, driving things. They really care about the lore, et cetera, et cetera. 80% of those people are very normie, like making a lifestyle purchase, making a purchase for someone that they know like Star Wars, getting something because it looks cool and it's also Star Wars, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that there's a huge portion of people that engage with the Star Wars brand that are not even necessarily fans, that are not hardcore. And one of my points I was trying to make last night was that those people are super important. They make the world go round in a lot of ways. They actually bring in the majority of the money that allows these brands to kind of keep the show going, right? So that's why, like, you know, this whole argument of they need to care about the hardcore fans, I absolutely agree with that. But the normies are super, super important, you know? Hope that's a thorough and acceptable answer to your query. T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker with a $10 holla, says T-Love with a $10 holla and no message. Wait, what? Wait, what? Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Morgan Jameson with a $5 holla says, since Star Wars original trilogy, so many franchises and TV shows and movies have just crushed it for quality now. Star Wars ain't world class. You know, Morgan, it's funny because that's kind of risky shit to say around these parts. But I will tell you that I have a similar feeling about Star Wars. And I think the reason that I get really upset about where the brand is at is that while maybe you guys don't share this belief, I think if Star Wars doesn't turn it around now, in 5 years, it will be a completely diminished, total afterthought of a brand. You might not think that's possible. I do. And I'm kind of worried about it. So, yeah, man, I mean, look at what Star Wars is. Look what it's done. Look what it's put out. And look at what other franchises and companies and things are doing. It's just, yeah. Yeah, in some ways, I kind of agree. Ethan says, and Obi-Wan Door. You just put my brain into a pretzel. You just pretzeled my brain. Since Star Wars original, okay, we read that one. MI Interactive Media. with a $8 hollow says, keep up the great work. Love your videos on No Way Home and Doctor Strange. Rex and Cody need to be an Obi-Wan. Peace for Ukraine. Shame on Kremlin Palpatine. Yo, Kremlin Palpatine's a really good way to say it. Kremlin Palpatine. Kremlin Palpatine, you freaking butthole. So I'm going to hang for like 5 more minutes, guys. What else is on your mind? What else are you thinking of? Again, I just want to let everybody know we will be doing, hopefully, a Nerdventure stream tomorrow at 7. We were going to watch X-Men. I feel like we might just chill. We might push that back to next week, especially if there's multiple videos I have to work on from the Investor Day. If the Investor Day is like a fucking nothing burger and there's no trailer, then we could probably watch X-Men tomorrow night. So we'll be doing that. Look out for a surprise stream. Like, you'll probably just have to follow me on Twitter or be on the Discord or whatever, or just put notifications on. After the trailer, I'll probably do like a reaction, slight breakdown, and then I'll get in live and we'll dig deep together. So, yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Normies to Nerds just dropped a big video about Kang. Y'all should watch that. Josh, looking forward more to Moon Knight or Kenobi. Ooh, so that's kind of an interesting question. Palpatine? I love that. Palpatine. Or Palpatine. Moon Knight or Kenobi. Damn, bro. Okay, so both of them intrigue me in a lot of ways, but in different reasons. Like, I think with Kenobi, like, we kind of have an idea of what it's probably going to be like, and I think the discussion is, can they nail it? Can they nail it? Is it going to be magical? Is this going to make everybody just fall back in love with the brand? So there's a lot of questions, intrigue on that from just a hype perspective. Like, hell yeah, bro, I want to see like these crazy lightsaber fights. I want to see Vader versus Obi-Wan. It's going to be way more hyped. But I am very interested in what's going on with Moon Knight. Moon Knight, as I've said many times, feels like a turning point for the brand of Marvel Studios. Number one, it's going to be bloody, dude. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be violent. It's going to be mature. But second of all, I think the narrative structure could create another WandaVision-like scenario where the intrigue and discussion around the show becomes even more fun than the show itself. If this really is something like a version of Memento with the Mark Spector character, bruh. Like, you're just scratching all my itches there. You know what I mean? So they're actually pretty close, which some of you are like, what the fuck? Kenobi. But no, man. Like, they're both pretty hype. To me. XA says, what if Kenobi goes to Morrowind and sees a live-action Darth Bane like Yoda did when he was in the training class? Look, I'm not against that, dude. I'm not against that. Like, that shit could be dope, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, I would love it. I think there's a lot of room to do some fun stuff like that, but I don't know if, I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see. Brutality doesn't mean bloody. It doesn't necessarily mean bloody, Mike, but, you know, look, you got that nice white suit, right? Get it bloody, man. Get it bloody, man. Get some blood, get some brains, get some bone fragments on that shit. That's what I want to see. I don't want to scratch all of your itches. Oh, well, okay. Okay, Pat. Damn. I don't think Moon Knight is going to be that bloody, and Josh is going to dock points for it. LOL. I know, right? It's true. It's true. Yo, can I say something else, too? Like, some just real shit that I said yesterday and, like, I totally stand behind? Is, like, and I tried to make this point yesterday, like, I am an irrational Star Wars fan. I'm trying to rationally explain how irrational I am as a Star Wars fan. And I'm just trying to, like, own it a little bit more. Like, I'm trying not to, like, pretend that, like, I have it all sorted out or I have this, like, consistent thing with Star Wars. Like, legit, like, when I said my feelings about Boba are, like, shifted week to week, that's real. Like, that's real talk. Like, after the Luke episode, I said this is the best thing ever. I don't give a fuck about Boba. Like, Luke. Then Luke's not in the final episode, and the last episode's a little lackluster. And I'm literally like, man, that show, though, that wasn't even a Boba show. You know what I mean? So, like, I am ridiculous and inconsistent when it comes to these things. And I think that is par for the course as a Star Wars fan. I feel like that's part of it, man. You know? There's something built into this brand that makes you have levels of discontent, that makes you have, like, a lot of flip-flopping and a lot of, like, oh, I feel this way, and now I feel this way, you know? Moon Knight has nothing to lose. Kenobi has everything. Hey, fair point. Fair point. I can't see Disney going bloody. Well, Papa, they're literally bringing the Netflix shows in the same month. So in the 16th, 8 days from now. 8 days from now, you're going to be able to watch on Disney Plus in the States, but I'm assuming they're trying to work this out for everybody. You're going to be able to watch on Disney Plus Kingpin decapitate a person with a door. You're going to be able to watch white prison suit Frank Castle violently murder a whole hallway full of guards and prisoners. You're going to be able to see some of the most grotesque, graphic, bloody, crazy shit you've ever seen on Disney Plus via Marvel characters. Does it really feel that far-fetched that they would do a Bloody Moon Night? I don't know, bro. Chewbacca. Oh, I like that. Says, if Han Solo is a famous smuggler, isn't he doing something wrong? Sending love from Australia. Yeah, that's a fair point, dude. That is a fair point. Fair point. Do you think we'll see Andor pulling shady jobs for the rebellion, or I think it'll be toned down a little bit? I hope it's I hope it's a little more involved than that. You know what I mean? Somebody said, Ray Skymonker says, happy International Women's Day to all my fellow ladies in the chat. Celebrate and acknowledge the incredible women, both past and present, who do it all and make this world a better place. Shout out to the ladies, man. That sounded really weird. Shout out to the ladies, man. No, not the ladies, man. Fuck that ladies, man. He's toxic. Cancel the ladies, man. Cherish the ladies. I retract my previous statement. Happy International Women's Day to all of the ladies. I obviously have some incredible women in my life. I think most people have incredible women in their life. And if you don't, man, that sucks. Because honestly, incredible and strong women, super important part of what makes this world go round. And yeah, very happy to be surrounded by them. So yeah, shout out to the ladies. I just want to do something special for all the ladies in the world. And the girls, let me tell you about ladies. Yeah, there you go. Kendall, a.k.a. the Sensei, says, nah, Jessica Jones clawing into that asphalt in season 1 was the most gruesome shit. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it is pretty wild. It is pretty wild. It is pretty wild. Amen. 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 And the girls, let me tell you about girls. Yo, y'all ever hear that song? Do you know? Can we find that on Spotify? You actually probably can. That is a New Zealand band. What was the fucking name of that? What's the name of that band? Someone help me out here. Flight of the Conchords, I think, maybe? Flight of the Conchords, maybe? You should look up that song. Yeah, Flight of the Conchords. Yo, they're fucking funny, dude. Those dudes are funny, man. And that song is amazing. And then I love, they did this one song where he's like trying to do like a rhyme or whatever. And the one guy, he just literally says like, I'm the hip-hop hippopotamus. My rhymes is bottomless. And then there's like this like awkward silence. It's just so fucking funny, dude. It's very on point. Yeah. Man. Nice little vibe to end the stream, huh? Nice little vibe to carry us forward to our duties. And don't forget your duty. Don't forget your duty. Don't forget your checklist. Don't forget the mission. Today, it's about being funky. Funky. You know? Like maybe today you'll be working a shift and the vibe will be wrong and people will be frustrated at work and, you know, complaining this, that, second, and the third. I want you to get up, Fucking throw your right hip out like John Travolta, shoot a finger from the hip to the sky, and be like, I demand that we keep it funky in this bitch. And then you play some funk. That's my mission for you today. Put a little funk into the world. Yeah, like Joshua said, execute Order 69. Bow chicka bow wow. Rebellions are built on funk. All right. Much love to you all. Appreciate you as always. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hanging out with me, talking about these nerdy things, all these things that we love, man. Maybe the trailer tomorrow will be super hyped up. Either way, lots of fun content. Hopefully have a video out for you today. Get into some streaming and some videos tomorrow. Kenobi's right around the corner. Let's get it. As I always say, I hope you're... Wait, what? I forgot your super chat? My bad. Which one? I gotta go through all these super chats here and find the one real quick here. Hang on a second. Did you ask about Feige Star Wars, bro? I already got to that one, man. Come on now. Anyways, like I said, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. I'll see you in the next video. Chat, what the fuck? Fix Is everybody gone? Dude. Everybody leave. And yes, Fifi, you're too late. Appreciate you though. But yeah, you're too late. 7 months, baby. No budget for life. Let's time and show. Yo, if I missed some super chats, my bad. I thought I had them all pulled up. Could be the internet issues I was having. Hey, there's a little click or a link there. Click that if you're a Nerd Avenger and you want to do the meetup at Star Wars Celebration. I want to see some juicy, nice, dope photos and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. I missed the Lore Master? What did he say? Was it like really early on? Maybe if it was really early on, maybe that's how I missed it. Let me see. Brum, 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 brum. Right before we ended, what are you talking about? There is legit none of that popped up for me. I think you guys are lying. No, it's like legit not there. You sure it went through? Like, cause I just straight up do not see it on my end. Y'all messing with me? Fucking buttholes. Friggin' buttholes. Oh. Yeah, I see you, Lord Master, but what are you even talking about? I didn't see the question. Oh, the gray chat, I think? No. No. No, 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 no. Anyway, much love to you all, man. Much love to you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And as I always say, take care of those buttholes. I'll see you later.